When prosecutors fail to indict within 90 days, it is a way for individuals to be turned over to immigration and deported and escape responsibility for crimes they may have committed.
Tonight, a continuing KVUE Defenders investigation and a newly uncovered consequence to missed indictment deadlines by the Travis County District Attorney's Office, one that leads to the deportation instead of prosecution of people charged with sometimes heinous and violent crimes. Advocates say those cases deprive justice to some of the most vulnerable victims. Now, we do want to warn you that this story contains reporting about child sexual abuse. Here's senior reporter Tony Kohetsky.
Quita, we recently revealed that Travis County DA José Garza's administration failed to indict suspects within a state-mandated 90-day window 263 times last year, allowing potentially dangerous criminals to be released and others languishing behind bars. A deeper examination adds yet another dimension to the issue and confronts polarizing topics at the center of today's political discourse: immigration and deportation. Inside this Austin police interview room last fall, veteran child abuse detective Daryl Lambert recorded a suspected child predator's chilling admission.
His was one of the more detailed confessions that I recall taking.
Court records show Mario Mata, a 54-year-old construction worker in Mexican National, told investigators that he sexually assaulted a girl numerous times when she was 6 and 7 years old. The police interview came after the girl made an outcry to her mother last summer.
During the course of that interview, he acknowledged that he had had numerous sexual contact, incidents of sexual contact with the victim.
Police arrested Mata the same day for continuous sexual assault of a child, but 90 days passed without prosecutors obtaining an indictment against him. A judge ruled that lapse entitled Mata to a reduced bond, by law, which his attorney requested, citing the DA's missed deadline. It triggered Mata's release from Travis County custody and into the custody of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement on January 31st. ICE detained Mata until deporting him March 7th.
Anytime a non-citizen is arrested, it is much more important for prosecutors to indict within 90 days.
Jorge Vela is a former state and federal prosecutor who now works as a defense attorney representing immigrants.
There is an interest for prosecutors to follow the law, indict within 90 days in order to hold that individual accountable. Otherwise, if that individual is released to ICE custody, they will eventually be deported, which could result in a complaining witness or an alleged victim not receiving the justice that they feel that they deserve.
In May, the KVUE Defenders showed how we recently analyzed 263 cases from 2024 in which defendants stayed in jail but were not indicted within 90 days. The very cases DA Garza told us back in February his office reviewed.
The majority of cases over the last 14 months are cases that were handled appropriately.
Those 263 cases involved 181 felony suspects released on personal recognizance bonds or bonds reduced as low as $1. We investigated further and uncovered 5 cases of defendants not indicted within 90 days, released from Travis County and then detained by ICE. Mata is one of 2 charged with sexually assaulting children. The other is 54-year-old Jorge Rodriguez Hernandez. Records show he sexually abused an 11-year-old girl. Police arrested Hernandez in October, but prosecutors did not obtain an indictment until after he had been in jail 101 days, 11 days too late. ICE deported him to Mexico in late January. The deportations come amid an unfolding national immigration controversy under enhanced enforcement by the Trump administration. USA Today recently reported that prosecutors nationally are frustrated that ICE has begun deporting defendants charged with violent crimes before they can pursue cases against them. But DA Garza's office simply didn't secure indictments in time.
When a prosecutor fails to indict within 90 days, that's simply them dropping the ball.
In the case of Mario Mata, prosecutors did obtain a 13-count indictment against him on the 91st day. 5 weeks after his release from Travis County, prosecutors filed this court motion stating that there is a risk the defendant may face deportation from the United States, frustrating the state's ability to ensure that the defendant is present to stand trial. But Mata was deported 2 days later. Experts say the deportation of Mata and Hernandez leave their alleged victims with no resolution.
When they muster up the energy and the courage to come forward and nothing happens, that is just detrimental to their healing.
Rose Luna, CEO of the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, says sexual assault survivors, especially young victims, face further trauma when their alleged abusers are not prosecuted.
It's important to feeling heard and believed and validated. Even if there's a legal technicality that makes things go south in this way, that a child doesn't understand that, the family doesn't understand that, they think we weren't believed, I guess it didn't happen, and that's dangerous for society.
In a statement, DA Garza said that prosecutors indicted Mata on the 91st day because the 90th day fell on a Sunday. But legal experts told us the law does not grant an extension for weekends. He did acknowledge that the office mishandled the case involving Hernandez. Meanwhile, ICE says it is focused on removing people in the U.S. illegally and does not consider whether they have other pending charges against them. For the KVUE Defenders, I'm Tony Plahetsky, KVUE News.